like the food. I mean, it was vegetarian, but I don't know, you could tell it like wasn't organic, and it was just kind of bland, and I don't know, it was kind of like, could I like really eat this for a whole year? And then, oh God, and then I went back to my room, and it was this like tiny little box with like a mattress with stains on it and no air conditioning, and I know I'm not supposed to be attached to this kind of stuff, and I don't want to think that I am, but like, I don't know, I think I am.
Nobody knows. I mean, well. Once we all got the parts, we were all sent all 8 scripts. So I'm pretty sure every single one of us plowed through it. Except I think Patrick chose not to read like the last bit of it, but I think he knew. But some people I think really tried to keep that a secret from themselves. But it's hard to do that. But yeah, we all go in blind, not knowing what like. Who's gonna, or is it gonna be me, or you know, it's cool. Like we're all also having that same journey that the audience is having of trying to guess who it is. What you saw on Sunday, that was the only version. I think that I have been hearing talks of like, oh, apparently they filmed several different outcomes and Mike just chose the one that he felt was right. But no, it was always gonna be Chelsea and Rick, but I love that it was so fascinating for me to watch it as well. I hadn't, you know, I read the scripts over a year ago, so I kind of forgot like everyone's part in the finale. Like obviously I knew the deaths like that of what was happening, but to see it happen like in real time, like that was so cool. But even like the ladies being there, like for the audience to watch that, you think, oh my God, what if like one of the ladies gets shot all of a sudden too? Like they're just all, and then of course the pina coladas and like Lochlan near death. It's cool that he set it up so that truly any of them could have died, or all of them could have died. You know what I mean? Like I thought that was a really, really interesting, cool way for him to set that up.
Definitely not Lori though, because she just booked it right out there.
She booked it out of there. She was, oh my God, put her on a track team. I think it was a combination of so many things. If you go back and you rewatch the first episode when Lochlan and Piper come to the temple for the first time, you see doubt in her face, but people are like, when you watch it for the first time, you're like, okay, what's going on with this girl? Like, what is, like, we think she has a thesis and all this stuff, and then you find out she wants to move there. So I think it'll be interesting for people to go rewatch and, like, see those, like, moments where you see doubt in Piper, but you just didn't really know what it was. But, like, now that you know she wanted to move there, like, the whole time she was feeling a little bit like, I don't know, I'm not sure, but then I need to go experience it and feel it. And just when she walked around, she was like, yes, this is the place. And then of course Victoria's like, stay one night, see how you like it after that. And I'm like, girl, please, of course I'm gonna love it. But yeah, you just see the doubt trickled in everywhere. But with Lochlan specifically, so this is interesting. There was a whole storyline in episode 8 that was cut from Piper's story, but also that was cut was this really, really funny scene between Lochlan and Piper on the beach. You know, when she walks up to him and she's like, I don't want to mess up your life. Like, let me do that my own. There was a whole scene like that was missing from that, where she's talking about the family being like a cult in and of itself. Like she's having all of these realizations about her family. She's like it's not the meditation center, it's the family. Like we gotta fix the family. And then I'm saying too, like it's like borderline incestuous. And he's like, did he say something? And I'm like, what are you talking about? It's so funny. And I mean, I understand why he took it out. Like it was I actually appreciated the way that it ended. But yeah, there's so many things going on in her head where she's like, I'm feeling uncomfortable in this place. Now my brother wants to come with me. Like this, we are too close. I have so many things that need to be fixed right now, and I'm trying to find answers in Thailand, and that's just not the case. There's no AC here. I don't like the food. I can't live like this. I thought I could do it. I mean, you'll see even when she's meditating, like she lights a candle and it's a diptyque candle, you know, like she loves the finer things in life, but she's judging everyone else thinking that she's not a part of that group, but she is her mother's daughter at the end of the day. Do you want to know something crazy about that scene? It was one of the first few scenes that I shot. We did pretty much all of the breakfast scenes because that was at the first month of filming. We filmed at the Four Seasons in Koh Samui, and all of the breakfast scenes take place at Koh Samui Four Seasons, and we filmed all 8 episodes at once. It wasn't block shooting, like 2 episodes at a time. Like we had to cover everywhere because of all the different locations all around Thailand that we had to do. So yeah, I didn't even know the girl yet at that point. Like I was just getting to know Piper, and so that I was horrified, terrified. Like that was one of the scariest days of filming of my life. And I'm so, like, watching it Sunday night, that was the first time that I had seen the finale, and I was like, and exhale, because I was so scared of how it was gonna turn out. And I honestly, I feel so proud of that scene. I think the way they edited it, it was so funny, and I am so glad that it didn't. I don't know, like I was just worried that it wasn't gonna work, and I was like, I don't know, Piper, this is weird, like, and so, but yeah, the twist, even reading it on the page, I was like, what happened? Like, what do you mean you don't like this anymore? Like, you were so passionate. But it's so Mike White of him to do that to a character of like, no, I'm the enlightened one, and it's like, no, bitch, you're staying at the White Lotus. Like, you are not enlightened. Like, I just think it's genius. So I love that storyline so much. But yeah, the one that got cut, then she loses her. It's like Girls Gone Wild, and I totally understand why they needed to do that, because it really was. It would have been like a rom-com mixed with like this Greek tragedy, you know what I mean? So it made complete sense, but I will be demanding a short film one day. I need to see the short film of Piper losing her virginity.
I mean, talking about that, did you guys film anything for that, or was it cut before you even got to those scenes?
No, we filmed all of it. It exists. Like, it was all, it was like 7 scenes, and it would have, I mean, the finale was an hour and a half, so it just wouldn't have worked. And at first I was really upset. Like that's your work, that's your, you know, that's everything you worked in Thailand for 6 months, and for it to be taken away, like, that was really hard. But I understood, like, watching the finale, I was like, it would not have worked. Like, it really would have interrupted. And even Mike said, he's like, it was such a different tone from like her dad trying to poison the whole family, and then it just jumps to her like getting crazy and like hooking up with Zion, like that it just wouldn't. So that's why I'm like, but one day the short film needs to be released, because it's all there. So yeah.
Well, you never know. Like, Zion and Piper could end up at a different White Lotus together.
Who knows? So
now that they've come into some money.
Well,
Belinda
I have.
Belinda
he has.
and Zion, yeah.
Yeah. It was obviously more for Timothy. It was more just description. Like, Timothy has surrendered. He's avoiding the whole poison. He's like, I'm gonna keep that a secret to myself. Poisoning my family. We're gonna let that one die with me. Take that to the grave. But yeah, I think it was a moment of like peace for Timothy, and then it's funny, I thought that he might include a moment where you hear the Ratliffs like, what the f***? Like, my phone is blowing up, and then we're all like, but you definitely see in Saxon, he's like, he immediately gets like news, and people are messaging him about his dad's going to prison or whatever. Actually, this is hilarious. The prop team is amazing. On Victoria's phone, Claire Popovich texts Victoria. Claire Popovich, as in the woman that she and Kate have a mutual friend. You know what I mean? In episode 2, when Kate and Victoria, Kate's like, oh, you know Claire Popovich. Like, we went to the baby shower. Claire Popovich literally texts Victoria about Timothy's crime. It was so, we were howling on the boat, like, not Claire Popovich! Prop team, amazing, well done. But yeah, no, it was more like he wanted us in the three wise monkey position, and my little smile is like, I just had sex for the first time, ha ha ha. But then people read that it is like, oh, I'm just a little princess, I love being spoiled. And then Lochlan is like, you know, having a full-on existential crisis, and then Saxon is like, maybe I should get enlightened too. You know, it's like everyone has a little, like a cool transformation of sorts. So yeah, but there wasn't any like there was no dialogue there. It was more just vibes, boat vibes. I think Mike does that intentionally because it's like everyone's wrapped up in their own worlds. It's like, oh, a shooting just, I mean, that happens every day in America. You know what I mean? Like, I think that that's their mindset. So they're like unbothered by it, I guess. I don't know. But that's certainly a choice that Mike makes for every season, for every group. It's just like, it's not acknowledged at all. And I think that's kind of great. But yeah, I think Saxon doesn't know that Chelsea, I think he would definitely be like in a different state if he knew that like the person who died at the resort was Chelsea. I also think his look back at them on the beach, like that was his goodbye. He's like, yeah, like I have no, like that's real love right there. Like it's, yeah. So I think he let it go on the beach. I actually saw a really funny something, I don't know if it was on Instagram or Twitter or something, that said, next season we're gonna see the Ratliffs working at the White Lotus. They're gonna have to be employees now that they're no longer gonna be able to afford being guests there. Yeah, I don't really know. I mean, I think it would be pretty traumatic to like all of a sudden find out that after having this like really crazy, I mean, especially for like the boys, like already going through something horrific and traumatic, to then going back home, it's like Schitt's Creek. Like they're being ripped out of their mansion and they're gonna have to go live in a motel. I don't know. I mean, Victoria is 100% divorcing his ass and is going to find the man she's probably been having an affair with for 30 plus years. That's my guess on Victoria's situation. She's like, well, I'm not putting up with whatever's happening here. I think, yeah, I don't know. I think Piper will, who knows? I mean, I would be very interested to see what Mike would come up with. I don't even want to try to attempt of what like Mike would make of that. Like I want to see that Mike's take on what's next for them. But yeah, I don't know. I think they're all kind of screwed.
Well, no, I mean, Victoria seems like she probably comes from money as well, so maybe she's got like something to lean on for her side of the
maybe
family.
You know, in my head, I kind of, and this is just me because I'm from Alabama, but her accent is so strong and specific. I kind of think she didn't come from money, and then like worked very hard to find someone who did. Like at least that's because I feel like I know that type of person, and then they love it so much they can't, like, it's like I've gotten a taste of it, and it's been the majority of my life at this point. I am not going back to where I came from. Like that's just my take on Victoria. Or she could have a completely different take. That's just where I always saw it. I thought that where she came from, but I could be wrong. I don't know. It'd be interesting to explore that.